Our guest this morning is a woman who is consistently reminding us of what it means to take up space and really cement yourself. She's been dubbed as the landlord of the universe by her fans. She's also the longest reigning Miss Universe. On the morning show this morning, I'm hanging out with Zozibini Tunzi, and I'm gonna find out what is it like being Miss Universe, and also what is next for her. Join me. Zozi, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me. This is exciting.
Is this your kind of vibe? Are you someone that exercises a lot?
No, this is not my vibe. I don't even go to gym, but I'm changing this year. I'm wanting to go to gym.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking this is like a start. I wanted to do something different and exciting, and I'm shocked to myself that I'm here, and everyone who watches this that knows me will probably be shocked too.
Longest reigning Miss Universe. What has that been like for you?
Another one for the history books. I mean, they've never had a Miss Universe for 17 months.
Crazy, right?
It is. I knew that the reign was going to be different and a little challenging the minute we went into COVID, because usually, you know, Miss Universe travels a lot. We do a lot of on-the-ground work, but I always tell people that that's not really the job. The job is about the impact, the work that you do, the influence that you have, and how you use your platform. And so we were still able to do the fulfilling work that I was supposed to do, just in a virtual way. And I feel like the whole world went virtual. So I wasn't just the only one, you know, everyone had to live in the new normal.
Yeah. So from an outsider looking in, I'm imagining you're crowned Miss Universe. You go to the back, people come through with like a list of stuff. Someone grabs your phone and there's a camera and they give you a script for the year.
Yes.
Maybe I've watched too many movies. Is that what it's like?
It's literally, it is literally that way. So you're on stage, there's the two of you, it's you and the other country, the other woman.
Yeah.
And you know, South Africa, they sash you, put on your crown. Immediately sponsors, because there's sponsors for the show, there's brands that are partnered for Miss Universe.
Yeah.
They come in onto the stage, they take photos, and immediately when they're done, security and my new manager steps on stage.
As in from
the win. Like on stage, I haven't even gone off stage. They grab my hand. We go to the back of the stage, and there's this huge room with like press everywhere, like from all over the world, and they're all just like, "How do you feel? What do you plan to do?" And I'm like, "I just won." But yeah.
When does your mind even get a chance to click that, hang on, I've just won, I'm Miss Universe?
Literally the day after, because then you do all of these interviews and it's so busy. You get to see your family as well. They come to the back of, you know, your room. You go to bed, and then I think when I woke up and the messages started coming in, I was like, oh my God, this is happening. But then media week and press week starts, so that took a whole week. So I would say the first time that it sunk in was on my flight back home for the first time, because then I was alone in my own space and I was like, oh my goodness, I won Miss Universe.
Biggest challenge, because we see the glitz and the glamour, but I can imagine even just maybe public scrutiny, literally losing your privacy overnight.
Yes.
What has been some of the biggest challenge that you've had?
I think the biggest challenge is, you know, the world now all of a sudden opening up to your, you know, to your life, and people have opinions, and the social media, and like you said, you had your private life before. I was an intern at a PR firm and a part-time student, so no one really cared what I was doing. But then now all of a sudden everyone cares. You know, they want to know what you're doing, what are you saying, who are you saying it to, and how are you saying it. And so that's a little bit challenging in that sense, but yeah, I guess it comes with the job.
Obviously conversations are what you are good at. Are you ready to do this now? Because now we're going to climb.
I was so comfortable doing this. I wanted to do this the whole day. I'm scared, I'm not going to lie. But I accepted this.
Yo. Good luck.
I accepted this challenge, and so I will see it through, and maybe I'll have fun. Who knows? This might be my new thing or not.
Okay, come through. Let's go try.
Okay.
Come.
Hi guys, welcome to City Rock.
Hello.
I'm good and you. You guys excited to climb?
I am excited and scared,
Cool.
but ready.
I'm going to be taking you on some climbing adventures today. Right, what you guys basically going to do is you're going to do top roping. So I'm just going to put some gear on you. You're going to put a harness on and shoes, and then I'm going to tie you guys in and you guys can climb the wall. Are you guys excited?
So excited.
Well, this is my harness. You guys are going to go for some rentals, but yeah, this is the vibe.
Okay.
Cool, all right, let's get you going. Let's get
go.
climbing. Let's get you geared up.
You know, in New York, it was a little different. It's okay there. You can walk out, like nobody really pays that much attention. But here in South Africa at home, and in a lot of Asian countries as well, and in a lot of Latin countries, they are huge, huge pageant fans. So when you go there, it's kind of difficult to actually do normal stuff. But I did, you know, sometimes I do miss going out like normally with my family to the mall, for instance, with my sisters. It's a little different now, not only for me, but for them as well. Sometimes I feel for them because maybe they just want to have a nice lunch, you know. But they're okay. They'll share me with South Africa and the world. We're all okay with it. I love, you know, receiving people, and I just, you know, you see the love in social media, and it's really nice to feel it and see it in person as well. So I'm appreciative of it. I was okay the whole time, actually, that day and into the evening. But the minute they call your name and they're like, you know, this is her final walk as Miss Universe, it's like all the emotions come together, because it's like a year and a half of my life. This has been my job. This has been who I am. And so it was just going to be, it was always going to be a bittersweet feeling of letting go of this thing, but also very excited for, you know, stepping onto the next chapter and doing something else that's new. When the pandemic hit, things started to feel like they were moving a little slower. But I think as the days were approaching for the pageant and the months, it started feeling, you know, so quick with the interviews and like just doing media, doing photo shoots and getting ready for the show. Started feeling a little bit quick, but it was long. It was long, 17 months as opposed to the 12 that we usually do. I think the biggest thing that I've learned is, it's actually a phrase that kept coming to mind during my whole reign, is that, you know, just because it's not happening to you doesn't mean it's not happening. And that refers to so many social issues that have been happening in the world, especially during the COVID pandemic. You know, so whether we're speaking about the Asian hate that's happening, or whether we're speaking about Black Lives Matter, or, you know, we're speaking about the LGBTQ+ community, it was so important for me to realize this platform and how important it is to use my voice to elevate, you know, the voices of the people who might not necessarily have these platforms. And so that was my biggest lesson, to know that this platform comes with power, but also a lot of, you know, responsibility. I think one of the biggest things is, one, allyship, like you said, is very important for, you know, men to be involved in the conversation. But I think the biggest thing is calling people out, because you know, sometimes men will be like, but I don't do this.
I'm not part of it.
You know? There was a movement called Not All Men. For me, that was like a whole wrong time, you know. So it's very important for us to call people out and to, this is the word I'm looking for, accountability. We need to hold people accountable, hold yourselves accountable as men, your peers, your uncles, your fathers, everyone. And I think that's the first step towards, you know, moving to a better direction with regards to both gender-based violence and gender equality as a whole.
That was way scarier than I thought. How did you feel?
Well, I was crying the whole time, but I'm proud of myself because I thought I wouldn't even be able to, you
actually got up there.
But I got somewhere, and yeah, it was good.
I heard you up there talking about you want to go to a spa, you deserve to go to a spa. Maybe you're right, you do deserve to go to a spa.
I was like, I'd rather be at the spa. But this was different. I would recommend someone to do it, you know. Because I know there's adrenaline junkies out there. This is definitely it.
Anyway, thank you so much for joining me and for challenging yourself and doing something different.
Thank you so much for having me.
Very nice hanging out with you. Thank you.
Thank you.